today's going to be another spring cleaning video. If you watched my first one, which was actually decluttering and organizing my daughter Mila's nursery, you would have known that I do not tackle spring cleaning all in one day or even in 1 week. It does take me a little bit longer because I like to do different rooms and different sections little by little. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 parts that I tackle anytime I do spring cleaning or really any type of deep cleaning in my home. And this is going to be another episode of my Real Housewives of YouTube series. You know that I collab with lifestyle YouTubers for these, so today is going to be Jaime from Jaime's Journey. Her channel is very similar to mine. I will have a little clip of her doing her spring cleaning for you guys to head on over. I'll have all her information down linked in the description bar for you guys to go over there, check out her channel, see different videos, hit that subscribe button. Most of all, what I love to binge watch on her channel is actually her cleaning videos. She's very in-depth, gives little tips and tricks for you guys to follow. And without further ado, let's dive right into this video. So the first thing we're going to be tackling today is going to be my dining room chairs. Now, I'm going to be doing basically all of the chairs in my house, but for right now, just to show you guys, it's going to be my dining room ones. As you can see, I have very light colored upholstered chairs, so you want to make sure you wipe down the table thoroughly before picking up the chairs and placing them on the actual table. This way they don't get, of course, any stains or dirt or anything that would have been on the table. I'm just showing you guys here how gross the bottom of the chairs get. It's a thing that a lot of us don't really realize. We're always worried about keeping our floors clean, cleaning them up, but I'm not sure if it's because I have these furniture protectors on the bottom of them or what, but it just gets so much hair on it, and that's that I actually have a no shoe policy in my house, and it still gets extremely dirty. After vacuuming up the majority of the dirt, I then like to take my Method antibacterial spray and a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to clean off all of those foot legs as well, just because the bottom of the chairs, like I said, since it gets dirty, not all of the vacuum is going to suck up all of that dirt, and if there happens to be any bacteria on there, I like to spray this on there. This way it gets rid of it and they're fully clean. I then can place them back onto my floors, and I like to do this anytime I do a deep cleaning. Now on to the entryway. Is it just me, or does the entryway table end up becoming a major junk drawer? Because the first thing you see, so it's the first place you're going to just throw everything you have into there. So the first thing I want to do is just empty everything out. There's stuff that doesn't belong in there, things that are disorganized and just an overall mess. So I'm going in and I'm going to be vacuuming all of the interior, getting rid of any like crumbs or dirt or anything like that. Then I have this little container that I actually purchased from the container store, so I'm going to be emptying that out as well. This usually helps with the organization, but you know, once it gets too messy, nothing becomes organized and it's all pretty much a disaster. So once that's empty, I also will vacuum in there because it accumulates any type of dirt and dust in there as well. Then I do like that it has like this little divider in the center because it doesn't mix everything up. I place like pens and markers and things like that in the one side, and then on the other half I like to keep all of our keys, whether it be house keys or car keys. It's just in that one small compartment. They don't get lost, and Mike and I find it very easy to get to everything. Then onto the mail. I do have an organized mail container, but Mike tends to just like to throw his mail in here because it makes it a lot easier. I'm going through mail that, like, whether it's bills that we already paid or went through or don't need, I'll go ahead and toss it, and I'm just sorting through. The majority was his, so I just went ahead and placed it in his section of the mail divider that I have in the closet. Then I do tend to keep receipts in here for things that I possibly may be returning, as well as coupons. This way when I'm out and I'm about to head to the store, I can reach right in that drawer. Everything's very easy access, and I know exactly where to get it when I'm running out the door to take it with me. And I just like to take these little paper clips and paper clip them together. This way they're not kind of just shoved in there, which they previously were, as well as gift cards. So these are gift cards, store credits, anything like that, because I will be needing them when I'm going out. Then I have some loose change that was in there. I have this little change container. It was meant actually for dish soap that I picked up at the dollar store, and I keep any loose change, a couple of singles, things like that. Then taking my 7th generation disinfectant wipes. You guys know that I like to clean all of my remotes, like cell phones and things like that, with this wipe. It just makes it a lot easier. For today, I'm just doing my remotes because this is where I like to keep them stored away. So I'm just wiping all of those, and I'm putting them kind of in a different section, stored in the corner. This way I have a lot more space in there. And then I'm going to go and clean the exterior of the entry table. So this tends to get lots and lots of Mila's fingerprints, which if you don't know is my toddler daughter. She's always touching it, so I like to give it a good wipe down all the time. But of course, when we're doing a deep cleaning and cleaning out the drawer, you want to make sure you get not only the inside but the outside. And that is what it looks like all organized. As you can see, I have a lot more space to fit more things. For the vents and the moldings in my house, these tend to accumulate the most dust, especially for areas that are hidden like behind the couch. You're not going to clean that on a weekly or monthly basis, so definitely during my spring cleaning, I like to move the large furniture out the way and get all behind there, any type of dust and any dirt that may have gotten back there. I'm going to be vacuuming, as you can see, all of the moldings. I do have my Dyson attachment on it, which you'll see I'm using the majority of this video because I'm tackling small spaces. I'm obsessed with this vacuum if you don't already know. I do have it on my Amazon favorites because I absolutely love it, and I'll have it down in the description bar for you guys. To show you a close-up, look how disgusting these vents were. I'm showing you guys close-ups of things so you really can see that it truly just gets very, very dusty and dirty, and you totally don't want to be, of course, breathing that in. It's extremely unhealthy, and you want to make sure you get all of those crevices in there. Just vacuum it all up. This way it gets rid of the majority of the dirt. Once I'm done vacuuming, I will take the antibacterial spray and spray it on a new microfiber cloth and just really scrub on in there any of the dirt that didn't come out with the vacuum. Doing this really makes all of it come out. And I'm going to show you the microfiber rag actually in a minute so you guys can see how dirty it gets and how much the vacuum just won't be enough. You definitely have to get in there. And this is my daughter Mila, for those of you that don't know her. She was telling me a little story and interrupting my cleaning for just a moment. And this is what the cloth looks like. So gross, so disgusting. As you can see, all the black dirt. So you definitely want to get in there for your spring cleaning. I'm going to be showing you just basically how I do the exact same thing onto the moldings of my house because, like I said, they get lots of dust on them as well. And showing you a little clip of my dining room floors. I'm doing the exact same steps as I did before, and I do this in every single room of the house. Didn't want to bore you with so much repetition, so I'm just showing you these two areas. So for the new seasons, I like to tackle my clothes and my shoes. My clothes is a whole nother story, a whole big day's task. So for today, I'm just showing you my shoes. I like to do it in different categories. In that clear bag is going to be things that I'm going to be selling. So shoes that I barely even wore, but I just bought because I thought they were cute. And then we're going to do another category, things for the winter and fall that I wore that it's time to now get put away. And then of course sectioning out like sandals and anything like that that's going to now be used for the spring and summer months. In most cases, when I'm doing this type of sorting, I do this, like I said, twice a year with the seasons, and I actually make sure I get rid of like selling at least 2 pairs because I have a rule that if I don't sell at least one old pair, I am not allowed to purchase a new pair. This way it doesn't get too much mess and accumulation, and it truly is stuff that like I use and actually wear. I'm not a heels kind of girl, so I definitely struggle with buying them and not wearing them, so I do have to go through this decluttering process. As you guys saw, I just vacuumed out that ottoman because it actually doesn't go with my color scheme anymore of my home. You've been seeing I've been doing redecorating, and I'm going to be placing it in my basement, so I just wanted to get everything emptied and cleared out. I'm using my walk-in closet in my living room to store our shoes now, so I'm just putting away the fall and winter stuff and then sorting out the organized sandals and heels for the spring and summer and placing these shoes on the side to sell. For your medications and toiletries, you should always be going through these at least twice a year, so that's usually the rule that I stick to. So for my spring cleaning, it is definitely one of the top things on my to-do list. I go through all of the medications that we have, vitamins, any type of toiletries, and I'm going to be, of course, refilling anything that needs to be done, getting rid of things that are old. So here I just had a little bit of Tums that I wanted to get rid of this big packaging, and I just put it in this smaller container that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I always like to label things. So I just printed on my little label maker Tums, and I placed that right on the very top. That was my best friend during pregnancy. I had horrible heartburn. Now on to expiration dates. You want to make sure that everything's in date. If it's expired, of course, getting rid of it and not keeping it stacking up into your shelves any longer. And then I like to basically put them into different categories based on what they're used for. So this one is for pain relief. As you can see, I labeled it. This is also from the Dollar Tree. I tend to get a lot of my organization things from there because they're practical and extremely cheap. Then I have one for like stomach relief. I have things for like cold and flu that you'll see, and I'll just go through. These bands that I'm placing in the stomach relief are a lifesaver during pregnancy if you have nausea, or if you get really seasick during cruises and things like that. That's what I use mine for, and they work amazing for me. I'll have them linked down below for those that are interested, but at least for me, they definitely really help with nausea. Then, of course, a little remedies section, which is for little Miss Mila. I just have this container that I actually got at my baby shower. It works great to store the items in them. It's zipped closed. This way I don't have to worry about spillage and things like that. And it has like all of her thermometers, all of her medications for whether it be stomach, ear infections, anything. Hers is all in one section, so it's not mixed with any of ours. And then these larger containers are also from the dollar store. They're actually used if you go in this section that's meant for fridge organization to store cans, but they work perfect for my vitamins since they're very large. And then I also have one for guest toiletries, sun protectants, everything like that. And I'm just going to organize. When I have guests come over, I know it's definitely something that you can forget, either a toothbrush or toothpaste, mouthwash, soaps, anything like that. So I like to always keep extras, shampoo and conditioners, as you can see here. This way they don't have to worry if they don't want to bring anything, they don't have to, or if they just in general forget it, I have things stocked for them. Then just showing you this was the stuff that I'm, of course, getting rid of. I went through a really big decluttering a while ago, so there's not that much. And this is what it looks like, all organized and labeled so you guys can see. I hope you all enjoyed this spring cleaning. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.